You finally made the decision to start training. Good. That's the first real win. But then it hits you. The question that every beginner faces sooner or later, calisthenics or gym, one has you doing muscle-ups on a rusty park bar while a random dog barks at you mid-set. The other has you waiting 20 minutes for a bench because someone's scrolling TikTok between reps. Both can build muscle. Both can get you strong. But which one's actually worth it for you? Let's find out. Here's the thing. Everyone thinks fitness is about what you lift, how you move, what split you follow. But the truth? The best training method is the one you can actually stick to. Calisthenics and weight training are like two different philosophies of strength. Calisthenics says, use your body as the machine. The gym says, build a machine out of your body. One is primal, the other is engineered. Both can transform you, out just in completely different ways. Let's break it down. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which path is yours. The problem? The one-size-fits-all fitness trap. Most people jump into training believing there's a single best way to get fit. They scroll through Instagram and see shredded guys doing planches, thinking that's the secret. Or they see massive gym physiques and assume that's how I want to look. But here's the truth. Most people don't quit because their workout didn't work. They quit because they chose a path that didn't fit who they are. They picked something that didn't match their mindset, their lifestyle, or their goals. And when you're doing the wrong thing, motivation burns out fast. So before you pick your weapon, barbell or body weight, you need to know what kind of fighter you are. The revelation, two worlds, two philosophies. Calisthenics is the art of mastering your own body. No machines, no dumbbells. Just you and gravity in a never-ending duel. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats. They're not just exercises, they're tests of control. Every rep teaches balance, coordination, and raw strength. The payoff? You start moving like an athlete. Light, agile, powerful. The gym, on the other hand, is engineering. You're not fighting gravity, you're manipulating it. Every exercise is a calculation. Add weight, measure progress, isolate muscles. You're sculpting yourself piece by piece like a statue. Calisthenics builds control, the gym builds size. Both build strength, but in different languages. Step 1. Let's talk money. Let's start with the thing most people hate admitting. Your budget matters. Calisthenics is as close to free as fitness gets. Gravity doesn't charge rent. You don't need memberships or fancy setups. A park, a pull-up bar, a floor. You're ready to go. Sure, you can grab resistance bands or a suspension trainer later, but that's optional. The gym, though, that's a commitment. Even the cheapest membership eats $30, $50 a month. The fancier ones, the ones with saunas, smoothies, and LED lights, easily go above $100. And if you're building a home gym, rack, barbell, plates, flooring, you're looking at four figures. So financially, calisthenics wins hands down. But money isn't the only thing that counts. Step 2, ease of starting. Here's where most people get surprised. Calisthenics looks simple. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips. But the truth? It's brutal when you start. There's no beginner mode. You're lifting your whole body from day one. If you weigh 80 kilos, that's 80 kilos every rep. Your first push-ups feel humbling. Your first pull-up might take weeks. Progress feels slow because there's no easy weight to start with. Now compare that to the gym. You walk in, grab dumbbells as light as 2 kilo, or pick a single plate on a machine. You get instant feedback, instant progress. That first pump makes you feel like you're doing something right. And that fuels motivation. So if you're new to training, the gym is a smoother entry point. It's beginner-friendly, measurable, and forgiving. Calisthenics, it demands patience, discipline, and ego control right from day one. Step 3, what kind of strength are you building? This is where the differences really show. Calisthenics gives you functional strength. It's not about lifting heavier weights, it's about moving your body efficiently. It improves balance, coordination, and flexibility. You feel athletic, like your body works as one unit. You'll learn to handstand, muscle up, and control your weight in space. That kind of strength stays with you for life. The gym builds absolute strength and muscle size. You can isolate specific muscles and overload them with weight to grow faster. You can track progress in numbers, 60 kilo, 70 kilo, 80 kilo. And let's be honest, the mirror rewards you faster here. So if you want a balanced, agile body, go calisthenics. If you want maximum muscle growth and clear visual results, the gym's your arena. Step 4, progression and motivation. Progress in the gym is simple. Add a few kilos, add a few reps, you see progress every week. That clear, measurable improvement keeps your brain hooked. Calisthenics progression isn't linear and it's leveled. You don't just add weight, you unlock skills. Regular push-ups lead to archer push-ups, then one-arm push-ups. Pull-ups evolve into muscle-ups, then front levers. Each level can take months or years. So while the gym gives you quick gratification, calisthenics gives you long-term mastery. It's like the difference between playing a mobile game versus mastering a martial art. Ask yourself what type of satisfaction drives you: fast wins or slow mastery. Step 5. The fat loss illusion. Let's be honest for a moment. Neither calisthenics nor the gym alone will magically burn fat for you. People love to argue about which one is better, but the truth is far simpler. Your body doesn't care what exercises you do if your diet is all over the place. If the calories going in are consistently more than the calories going out, no workout in the world can out-train that. Real fat loss comes from eating right, managing your calories, and staying consistent long enough for the results to show. The training you choose simply supports the process. Think of the workout as the amplifier. It boosts your effort, speeds things up, and shapes your physique. But it isn't the main driver of fat loss. With that said, the gym does give you more tools to work with. Treadmills, bikes, ellipticals, Stairmasters, all of them let you control the intensity and keep your joints comfortable while you burn calories. If you're overweight, calisthenics can feel tougher in the beginning because every rep requires lifting your entire body weight. That alone makes starting out more challenging. So for most beginners focused on weight loss, the gym provides a smoother on-ramp. And once you've dropped some fat and built a base of strength, you can mix calisthenics in for freedom, mobility, and a more athletic feel. Step 6. Environment and psychology. Let's get into the mental side of training, because the environment you choose has a huge impact on how consistent you stay over time. It shapes your habits more than you realize. Calisthenics gives you pure freedom. You can train anywhere: your bedroom, a park, the beach, or even a quiet corner outside. No waiting for machines and no unnecessary noise. There are no loud gym bros, no crowded rooms, and no distractions pulling you away from your flow. It's just you and your own body. But here's the twist. That same freedom puts the full responsibility on your shoulders. When no one is watching, skipping a session becomes incredibly easy. The weather, your mood, the noise outside, or even simple laziness can disrupt your consistency before you notice it. Freedom requires discipline. The gym, on the other hand, carries its own momentum. The music, the clanging weights, the people grinding, the entire atmosphere pushes you to do more than you planned. You don't have to rely on raw motivation because the environment gives you a boost the moment you walk in. If you thrive on structure, the gym becomes your built-in accountability partner. And if you're naturally self-driven, calisthenics feels like pure liberation. Step 7. Safety, mobility, and myths. Let's clear the air and bust a few lies. First, weightlifting does not stunt your growth. That old-school myth has been passed around for decades, and it's simply not true. When performed correctly, weight training actually strengthens your bones, improves posture, and supports healthy development. It's one of the safest long-term habits you can build when done with proper technique. And no, calisthenics isn't automatically safer. Both styles can injure you if you let your ego take over or use sloppy form. The danger isn't in the method, it's in the way you move. Calisthenics does naturally help your mobility and flexibility because it forces you to master full body control. Every rep requires coordination, stability, and balance. Weight training can give you the same benefits if you train through full ranges of motion instead of just chasing heavier numbers. Controlled movement always wins over rushing weights. So in the end, safety isn't about choosing calisthenics or the gym. It's about your mindset. If you train smart, both methods become lifelong tools, not temporary hobbies. Step 8. Mixing both, the hybrid power. Here's the part no one talks about, and you don't have to choose. The strongest, most aesthetic athletes in the world mix both. They use weights to overload muscles and calisthenics to master control. Want to build muscle fast? Hit the gym. Want to use that muscle like an athlete? Add calisthenics. The two systems complement each other like skill and strength. Bench press builds your chest, but push-ups and dips teach it to perform. Deadlifts build your back, but pull-ups teach it coordination. You can't lose combining both. The only real mistake is doing neither. Step 9. Know your why. At the end of the day, the best training method isn't really about which one is more effective. It's about what keeps you showing up, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Consistency always wins over the perfect plan. If you're someone who loves freedom, creativity, and the feeling of mastering your own body, calisthenics will feel like art. Every move teaches you balance, control, and the beauty of using nothing but yourself to grow stronger. But if you love measurable progress, heavy weights, and a clear structure you can track, The gym will feel like science. Numbers, reps, and routines become the language that pushes you forward, one lift at a time. In the end, what truly matters is your why. If your reason is strong enough, whether it's discipline, confidence, self-respect, or becoming someone you're proud of, you'll see results no matter where you train. The location is never the determining factor, because the real gym is your mind. The real workout is showing up when you don't want to, pushing through resistance, and proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you think. Final takeaway. So which is better, right? Calisthenics or the gym? Neither or both. They're just tools. The weapon is you. The question isn't which one is more effective. It's which one makes you wake up tomorrow and move. Because in the end, the fittest version of you won't come from the park or the gym. It'll come from that one decision to stop waiting, stop comparing, and start building. Pick your path, stick to it. And in 6 months, you won't just look different, you'll be different. Now, if you want to learn how to build a physique that actually lasts, not just looks good for summer, watch the next video, because that's where the real transformation begins.